Brand new at 6, a call for action investigation a year in the making, giving us a brand new perspective on the damage caused by Chinese drywall.
Call for action started an experiment last year to test the effects of Chinese drywall. We saw a change after just a month, but what we see 1 year later is even more concerning. Our chief investigator, Melissa Yeager, is here with the results.
Well, these jars we packed up a year ago, and you can probably already see the difference in the one with Chinese drywall. Our test comes on the heels of an announcement by the CDC that the Chinese drywall is not deadly, which makes what we found in our test a year later even more surprising. When we bottled up Chinese drywall last year with copper, we had no idea what we'd see. We put different pieces of drywall and a piece of copper wire in a glass jar. We also put a piece of wire without any drywall in a jar to be our control group. A month later, we brought in an environmental engineer to test the wire. He found a significant amount of sulfur, 2%, showing up on the copper wire in the jar with the Chinese drywall. The other wires showed no sulfur. 1 year later, we took those jars back out and tested them again.
All right.
First, we test the Chinese drywall.
And it will take me approximately 40 seconds to run the test. We're registering already. And so what I'll show you over here, if we can focus on that, we're on to 19%.
The wire changed dramatically from copper to jet black.
You know, 19.6%, so almost 10 times higher than what we did the last time.
To give us a comparison, our engineer tested the wire in the container with the regular drywall.
And what we're seeing over here is it's just 0.326%.
So less than 1%.
So less than 0.5%. It's just at the detection limit of a little bit above the detection limit of the instrument. So this is normal, very little what we would expect to see. Basically, if we compare those numbers, we're looking at roughly something that's 200 times higher with the Chinese drywall.
So what does that mean if you're living in a home with Chinese drywall?
In terms of health effects, that question hasn't been answered yet.
Scientists at the Centers for Disease Control recently announced they found no link between the deaths of 11 people and homes with Chinese drywall. However, the Consumer Product Safety Commission is urging the CDC to do a more comprehensive study into the long-term health effects from prolonged exposure to sulfur. But there's one lesson our scientists said we should take away from this experiment.
It keeps going on. It keeps accumulating. So unless you take it out, you're still going to have that reaction happening in your house.
And that's why the Consumer Product Safety Commission is recommending anyone who finds out they have this product in their home, remove it. That's the only way you're going to get rid of this.
Yeah, now take a close look. You're looking close. This is the Chinese drywall one. Now we're going to move the camera a little bit over and see the one without. The difference in the color of the copper, you can't even see copper in the other one, and the copper's right there.
And you know, these sat in my office for a year, so I kind of saw them every day, and I realized this one was turning quite a bit differently, but until we really saw the video, and of course you can compare to this one, but to make sure to see the video of what we took from last year, that was what was really surprising to me.
All right, we'll hang on to them for a while and see what happens.
Sure will. We'll keep them in the office.
All right, Melissa, thanks.